I'm going to show you how to make an old-fashioned ice cream shop dress up from a men's dress shirt. Start by unpicking the shirt pocket. Use a shirt or a dress as a guide to cut the width of the smock. Double fold and iron down the sides of the smock, pin down the double fold, and then hem these sides. You can see right here that I pinned along the front and back of the shirt and then sewed one straight line from back to front. Cut the bottom of the smock, leaving an inch for your hem. Use a dress or measure the length you want the smock to be on your child before cutting. Double fold and iron down the bottom hem, then use pins to pin it in place and sew along the bottom of the hem. Use one of the sleeves of the dress shirt to cut out 4 long strips for ties on the smock. Once you have 4 long strips cut, you will need to fold, then fold again onto itself to hide the raw edges. An iron makes this job easier. Pin the strips in place and then top stitch down both sides of the strip. On one end of each strip, fold and top stitch the strip. Pin each strip to the smock on the sides and then attach them to the smock. Cut a long rectangle out of the white fleece and cut 2 strips out of the fleece for the neck. Attach these 2 strips to the top of the rectangle. I created my own pattern for an ice cream cone and then used that pattern to cut out the shapes of the colors of the ice cream and the cone. Then I attached each piece of the ice cream cone to the apron and pinned it in place. And then I sewed each piece onto the apron one at a time. Pin the apron in place along the front of the men's dress shirt and then sew along both sides of the apron to the dress shirt. Don't sew over the buttonholes so that you leave a spot for your head to get into the costume. Bring the apron strips around and attach them with a pin and then sew them together. Then attach that strip to the back collar of the smock and then fold the collar over the apron. To make the black felt bow tie, cut a rectangle twice as long as you want the finished tie to be. Fold the rectangle in half and hem that edge. Pull the tube you created inside out. Fold the 2 ends to the center and sew the 2 ends along with the end of a small strip that you've just cut out to the center of the bow tie. Pull the small strip tight to gather the center of the tie and hot glue the strip in place. Keep the extra strip to attach just above the buttonhole at the top of the shirt. Make sure to leave access to the buttonhole so you can button up the shirt. To make the hat, cut a piece of computer paper in half. You can print this page from my website. Then take a sheet of tissue paper and fold it in half. Take that folded tissue paper and fold it back and forth like an accordion. Glue the edge of the tissue paper to the back side of the paper. Then glue the other end of the tissue paper to the other pieces of paper. Align the pieces of paper together. Use a stapler to staple the 2 shorter ends of the paper together. Cut off the excess tissue paper. And you're done. You have an old-fashioned soda hat. For more tutorials like this, check out my Instagram @MotherMake or my website, mothermake.com.